There is nothing new about the new year if you keep on doing the same things that you were doing last year and expecting different results, right? A wise person said that if you keep on doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, you are a fool. It's not me who said, it's just a saying. Happy New Year. It's Julia here, and this year I want just to, as we start on, I want to encourage to challenge you. Actually, we usually hear about things to do with the vision board, about plans, about resolution. Some of us write them down, some of us just imagine them, but you can really be that person who write them down and implement them. Today I'm going to teach about a story. I want to draw some stories, very good reviews from a story in the Bible, and what you can do this year, putting them down and implementing them. The story of a prodigal son in the book of the book Luke 15 which it talks about as a son who went to the father and asked for the younger son actually went to the father, asked for the money, and went to a far country. He went to a far country so that he can just be free, start his life, maybe new investments. The bad thing, he was so naive and young. So when he went to this other country, sorry for that, my daughter was disturbing me. So when he went to this other country, he squandered all the money that the dad has given him, all his inheritance, and he started working in a farm where he was just feeding on the pigs' food. So he reached somewhere and said, no, I have to do something different because this life, it's so tough. So he had a resolution. And these are the things that I would like us to do from this story. Also, we can learn something and make some resolutions and face our giants. There are things that we do over and over again because of fear. Maybe you're afraid to go back and try something new and try some new ventures because we are afraid. So one area that we really need to go back and change or write down and change, like this prodigal son, is number one is our relationships. We hear so many people going through tough things. My husband this, my wife that. So if you are the person in question, do something different. Come out and say that this year I'm going to do something different, so that to make those people who are around me to be better people, or those or workmates, the way I deal with my colleagues, the way I deal with the people around me, so that I can make it the prodigal son, this lost son, had really messed up with his father. Because he had already, he went ahead and asked for an inheritance, something that the dad is supposed to be the one giving it out. He went ahead and took it. And he didn't want any advice, he just went to another country. Maybe that person could be you. You made some bad decisions that you are not in good record with your parents, with your spouse, maybe with your community, with your colleagues, with your friends. Make a decision like the prodigal son. We hear the prodigal son speaking to himself, talking to himself and saying that, I want to go and ask the father ask father for forgiveness, and even request him just to hire me, not accept me like a son, but just hire me as a servant. That was his resolution. He wanted to make good books with his father. You too, who is this person that is so close to you that you really need to want to be in good books with this person this year of 2022? Purpose to make right with your relationships, because God has created us given us these relationships to build us. We are relationships. A study was done with other people in America, and were tracking their lives. So many people, they're tracking their lives all through, and they realized those that were happier, were satisfied, and they were living well were those who had good relationships. Go back and mend your relationships. Number 2, another area is that your fears. What are your fears in life? There are people who are stuck in some careers because they're afraid to try out something new. People are stuck in bad relationships. They're afraid to leave because they are scared where they're going. People are just not moving ahead, taking that risk and starting that new business because they are scared. This is the year of facing your fears and handling them. Remember this prodigal son. He was so scared of what will happen. Imagine he was a rich man's dude, but he was deciding to go back and face the community. That was so scary for him. Imagine he will prefer to work in a pig with pigs to eat those pods until he was like, I can't do this, rather than facing those people. But when it reached a point, he said, no, I have to go and face my fears. I can't live this like this anymore. This is not good. I'd also challenge you. Maybe you're living a lifestyle that is not even for you, that you don't call you. You're not supposed to be living just because you are scared to face your fears. Go face your fears. What are these things that are scaring you? Maybe they're not that bad. Start that business. Build that relationship. Build that family. Approach that lady. Keep on, do something, face your fear, for this is the year of change. Another area that we need really to analyze in this 2022 is your mistakes. You know, people have messed up. Like the prodigal son, he had really messed up. He had really done very bad thing. Like he had made a mistake. He took the money, a lot of money, his inheritance actually, and he just squandered it. It just went down the drain. That was a very bad mistake actually. But he was ready to go and face that mistake. That is the best thing that you can do in life. That allowing to knowing that this is my mistake and I'm going to change it. And he went back and changed it, and we see him, the father, instead of condemning him, embracing him and just giving him another chance to start. Maybe the mistake that you have done to people, things that you have done, messed up, big deal, and you're wondering how will I start. Maybe you'll be forgiven. Just go and face your mistakes. This is the year. And lastly, we're going to face our ambitions, our visions, our careers, our decisions, our future goals. What are these things that you have been planning, or not even planning, but you're just desiring and you're not accomplishing? Face them. Generally, all the picture, what the prodigal son wanted is just a change of his life. Because the state he was in and the state he was desiring, in fact, maybe I can think maybe when he was going for a new country or further country, maybe he was desiring for better. Actually, he was desiring for better. So when he went, when he went and the reality was not what he was expecting, he had to decide, no, I have to go back. It is better than where I am. And I'm challenging you. What are these ambitions that you have been putting on paper and not accomplishing? Go and face them and go achieve them. May God bless you. Kindly subscribe and support this YouTube channel. We are just about to hit 500 subscribers, and I thank God. I thank God because it has been just quite a journey. My desire is to encourage somebody to be better them in the name of Jesus. Bye.